What's up, everybody? This is Creampuff for the Creampuff and Jeffro show, and he is
Jeffro.
Alright. And this week in wrestling, we got a little bit going on. Well, a lot of bit. We got like 3 pay-per-views. One is going on right now as we're recording, and from what I saw from the spoilers, Adam Cole just had to give up the TNT Championship at the pay-per-view due to injury. So, I don't know. What did you want to start with?
Well, if you want to start with anything with the AEW related, like I said, I don't know anything about that, but
Prepared this week, like I watched half of Raw, and then like I just got busy. I had to work all week, so I am really behind. I watched a couple matches from SmackDown, like ones I cared about, but I saw the first thing that popped up into my mention for SmackDown was Jelly Roll, and I just lost interest in even watching anything on that show, to be honest.
I love Jelly Roll, so I thought it was a really cool segment.
I don't think we could be friends anymore.
Yeah, no, I do like Jelly Roll, but yeah, that segment in particular with Logan Paul, him, Orton was quite comical. I honestly loved it. So you didn't see that at all then?
No, and thank God I didn't, because there wouldn't be a show this week. I would have like killed myself.
see, honestly, like to summarize, yeah, Jelly Roll came out singing, Logan Paul came out being all like, contradicting, calling him an outsider, and how he's come into to their business, referring to him as this long-time wrestler, which was awesome.
He's telling the truth.
He is.
Logan Paul has had banger after banger.
He has. And then Orton came out and basically said, listen here, bud. And then he proceeded to get Claymored by Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. Fucking. Alright, so the way you're explaining this to me is Jelly Roll comes and makes a joke out of our business, stepping into our ring.
Yeah, and our man Logan Paul stepped up.
Logan Paul comes out to stand up for wrestlers. Alright,
Yes.
people have taken bumps and cut their teeth in this business. And Randy Orton, the sour old veteran, comes out and tries to hold the young guy down, is what you're telling me.
Yes, 100%. So that's
why
why
Logan Paul's the bad guy?
Yes. Logan Paul's always the bad guy. Always will be.
Makes no sense to me.
Dude, I love Logan Paul as a wrestler.
Ever since he faked that dead body in the woods, I don't know.
That wasn't fake, my dude.
I got my suspicions. I think it was a fake dead body for publicity, and people actually still believe it to this day.
But I mean, that is an actual thing in Japan. That is like that forest is an actual thing.
Oh yeah, I know. I want to go there one time. But I think he planned it, and people. It was like a shock thing, like because the camera was only on the body for like a second.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was faked, I mean,
hey. People still believe it, so whatever.
I mean, people believe we landed on the moon, so that's a different story.
I mean, I think we did. I just,
Anyway,
yeah.
we'll get back to wrestling.
Yeah,
that'll be a separate channel down the road. Ooh.
Before we get back to wrestling, let's get back to Jelly Roll. All right. So, they've had him do like 4 shows or something at this point.
Yeah.
My girlfriend knows I hate this guy. All right. He looks skinnier from the pictures I saw, so maybe that heroin's kicking in. But I hate this guy. All right. We decided we were going to go to Cleveland last year just to take a trip, and SummerSlam was in Cleveland, so we got tickets for SummerSlam. For the seats I paid for, I paid $200 a seat, roughly. Like it was like $215 after tax or whatever. So I paid $400 for seats. Looking at the parking situation in Cleveland, they do not have a parking lot for the stadium. It's all parking garages blocks away from the stadium. Or you can park on the street somewhere and get your car broken into.
That is an Ohio thing to do. It's almost like we're back in Philly again. There you could park, but your stuff would be stolen.
You still there?
You're back.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Oh, you're disconnected from Discord. That's all I know.
Alright. Where was I in the story?
You had just said about getting your car broken into.
Okay, so you could park on the street in Cleveland and get your car broken into, and even then, it was like fucking a quarter-mile walk. Alright? So I'm like, I'm gonna see if there's any VIP parking, you know, top of the line. I found right next to the stadium, like, 10 feet from the area where you walk in.
Right.
I was like, oh, alright, how much does that cost? $250. I'm like, I mean, I'm already paying $70 to park in the parking garage, and this way I don't have to walk. So I'm like, yeah, and I don't have to deal with traffic when I leave either, because I was parked right next to the highway.
Right.
So I was like, I'll take the hit. I'll pay the $250.
Right.
If you're doing the math, that's close to like $500. No, that's like, I paid $700. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Close to $700 for this shit. We're standing out in the hot August sun. It had to be like 80 degrees, 90 degrees. I'm wearing a black Cody Rhodes t-shirt I had bought the night before at SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
And we're standing out in this hot heat, and they were doing their sound checks. You remember how it was when we went to WrestleMania, standing outside.
Oh,
yeah. That's what we were doing, except the area was a lot tighter. Like, they didn't have like the big walk area that Philly did.
Oh yeah, Philly was nice.
So we're standing there in a hot sun, but you can hear like the PA system in the stadium. They were doing their sound checks and stuff, and I hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, for your national anthem performed by Jelly Roll." And I just turned to my girlfriend, and she started laughing, and I, for a good 5 minutes, contemplated just getting back in the car and driving 6 hours home and not even watching it. But I put up with it, got in there. I was like, he's only singing the national anthem. You can't mess up the national anthem unless you're Roseanne Barr. So I'm like, there's no messing this up. I like Dolly Parton.
I can't stand Dolly Parton.
But you like Jelly Roll, but you can't stand Dolly Parton.
Correct. Jelly Roll can at least sing. Dolly Parton, well.
Who has nicer tits?
I don't like fake crap, so I'll go Jelly Roll now.
Why do you like Jelly Roll then? Just generic fake crap that you.
Listen, I'm not much of a country guy, but like I said, I don't mind his chill music and stuff, and yeah, he doesn't bother me.
Right. So we get into the stadium. He does the national anthem. Put my hat back on. I'm like, all right, he's done. Triple H comes out and does this whole spiel, and he's like, "Welcome to SummerSlam," or whatever the hell he said. And they said, "Ladies and gentlemen, Jelly Roll." And I'm like, why is this guy still in the ring? And then he starts singing. He sings another goddamn song. And I'm like, this is crap. And then he's like, he said liar, but then they shot fire, so I thought he was singing like Jimi Hendrix Fire or whatever. But no. And you know what? I paid money to see Jelly Roll perform, and I have to live with that. So I'm probably going to hell for that, so, you know.
On a bright side, if you believe spoilers, that means SummerSlam will even be more ruined for you this year.
Why? What's the rumors?
That he will be wrestling at SummerSlam.
Oh my God, no. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Si, senor.
No.
Possibly, you know, we'll have like Logan Paul versus Jelly Roll.
Oh, and later in that show, they had what was it? A-Town Down Under come out. I think it was. It was either them or the Miz.
I must have missed that part. I fast forwarded a lot of SmackDown. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh no, this is SummerSlam I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't remember that. I watched most of SmackDown, but I missed that part.
I think it was A-Town Down Under came out like like it was like the piss break where they were doing some stuff, and they come out, cut a promo. They're like, "This isn't compared to Australia or whatever."
Yeah, probably the Grayson Waller effect.
And then they make fun of Jelly Roll.
Mm.
And then Jelly Roll took it upon himself to stumble over the barricade and, waddle his way over the ring, stopped and ordered a cheeseburger, extra fries, of course, and a Diet Coke because he wanted to be healthy. Got stuck in between the ropes trying to climb in the ring, and then gave them the weakest chair shot I've ever seen. So yes, I don't like Jelly Roll, and if he's wrestling at SummerSlam, I'm
starting to think you don't like.
You people will hear it. I will be here.
I'm starting to think you don't like Jelly Roll,
and let you people know that I still don't like him.
Don't worry, you can still follow us. I like Jelly Roll. If you're a Jelly Roll fan out there,
if you're a Jelly Roll fan and you come at me, what are you gonna do? Waddle at me?
What you gonna do, brother?
Well. All right. Did you want to review Raw first, or did you want to get into the big topic around the internet?
I mean, we can just brave through. I mean, I already did like a long, in-depth review, which took a lot more time than I thought I was going to write everything, especially when I'm a slow writer and slow reader. It was quite interesting. So,
oh yeah, I tried writing notes, and it's hard to pay attention because
I had like 5 pages, and it took me 3 times of my phone turning off for heat to get it to record, but. It got done. Well, but I mean, like the main point, honestly, out of the entire show is because honestly, half the show was just video packages. To be completely honest with you, but the main point I liked about it was the Braun Breaker interrupting Rollins to open the show. I love that.
I wrote that in my notes, and I said, it was a good promo. He said he hated Sami Zayn because of the stupid song and. Fucking nerd and doesn't play sports. I thought it was really good.
I loved his promo, and Bronson then follow up where I didn't think his was too bad either.
I wasn't really paying attention at that point. I was kind of. And then Paul says something about Seth taking out Penta.
And then started talking Spanish and stuff, and I got lost and all that. And then Seth Rollins said nothing.
Yeah, well, when we get my buddy on here to do guest spots, I'm sure he can translate for us.
Mm-hmm.
Once we're big and famous.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think Braun Breaker had the best spot of the night and the worst spot of the night. I think that was the best with that intro in the beginning, but like that random spot where he's all upset because like Karrion Kross beat Sami Zayn up before he could. I'm like, isn't the point of being a heel just being opportunistic and stuff? Like,
yeah, see, I didn't like even notice. I didn't even notice that. So. It
was a very short random segment in the middle of the show, but
actually I did have a note here on Bronson promo, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said him and Seth became close after he beat up Seth, and I was
tsunami after tsunami.
Yeah, that's a little weird,
Yeah, I had that in my review as well, because that's like I'm sitting there, I'm like, because you have Braun who's kind of like being a heel towards a heel by taking a mic away. Then you have Bronson being a heel to a heel because letting him know that he tsunami'd him a bunch of times. It's like that's probably that'd be like going to my boss and be like, yeah, I did all your work for you.
All your work.
But
anyway.
But yeah,
so and then Paul did his promo, and Seth said, "Welcome to Monday Night Rollins," and that was kind of the end of it.
And then there was a bunch of random stuff, and then there was some good news that came out of the night. We should officially be able to shut up Michael Cole, even though he doesn't shut up about it. El Grande Americano looks better than ever. Like, oh man, he look good out there.
Finally got his growth spurt. I didn't get to catch his match, but I saw.
Oh, it was a great match. Great match.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. But yeah, there's no way it's Chad Gable because look at him.
Well, yeah, I know he shaved a little weight off, and it really shows the height on top of just the natural. But I just get so sick of listening to the fake news while I'm watching this match, so it gets upsetting. Like, we have a living legend in front of us, and we're disrespecting him. It's not right. But also the We Want Cross chants and the Cross promo was the other highlight of the night. That was absolutely awesome. Dude,
was that like the Sammy match?
So he attacked Sammy before his match.
I got notes on that.
Yep,
I got notes on that.
Yeah. So I don't. Right. We can touch on that first then.
All right. So Sammy's backstage and cuts a promo. Says he can't dwell on Cross because he needs to focus on Braun tonight.
Yep.
Blah blah blah.
Because Braun's a dog.
He walks away. All right. Walks away. And I'm gonna read my notes verbatim here. Mm-hmm. Scarlett's boobs walks up and is asked if she has anything to say. Mm-hmm. She looks where Sammy walked off to, and I guess this is her form of acting, and she's supposed to be ominous and says no. And I wrote, keep earning that paycheck, girl, because that was terrible.
It was a little awkward, but
and then so. For my last notes here is Sammy makes his entrance and is attacked by Cross.
Yep.
With a pipe, and Cross is a loser, and until he actually does something other than jump a dude, I don't really care. I don't care what he does on social media. I don't do something on the show. At least he's doing something, I guess. But
yeah,
they're doing this backwards. He should have won the match.
But I do like the interview that I did have with him afterward, the way they kind of ran with it.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because
that happened, and obviously Braun beat the ever loving crap more. Now the dude just got beat with a pipe. He was already hurt to begin with. Gets beat with a pipe. Gets beat by the pole, beat out of him by Braun Breaker. Still has time to Hulk up, almost win, and then gets hit with 3 spears in a row, and then finally loses.
Oh, wasn't there like a springboard into a spear? Or
yes.
Was it a dive into?
Yeah, because Sammy had it going, and then he went to the top rope randomly and just jumped off and got laid out,
speared out of his boots.
And then he got the super spear around the outside the ring, and then another spear inside, and then 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker's your winner. But yeah, afterward, then Karrion Kross had an interview. It was him and Scarlett. And he basically said that, about he's not going anywhere until he admits that he's a truth teller. And y'all just have to watch it. I thought it was pretty good. But, dude, it was just, because they were up in the crowds, it was so loud of We Want Cross. And, he acknowledged it. It was pretty cool. Because he's like, well, you got me. So, it's worth a little segment. And
maybe if he's as good as everybody thinks he is, he'll win me over. But until then, I'm gonna stand on my thing.
I just want to see some big bumps. I just want to see big bumps.
I want to see him wrestle more than fucking once a century.
Yeah, well, especially with his contract coming up, you'd think he'd be wrestling some. His promo work's doing good, but you got to wrestle. That is kind of the point of being a wrestler. Logan Paul has more matches than him in the past 2 years.
And that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. For the Judgment Day segment earlier in the night, Raquel made a memorial for...
I love this.
Or not Raquel, Roxanne. I'm sorry.
Roxanne.
The double R's. Roxanne made a memorial for Liv and says...
I thought it was very generous and very nice.
Yeah, it was very sweet of her. And Raquel was upset.
Mm-hmm.
And says that Liv will be back soon. And Finn says, hey, I hurt my shoulder. It took me 18 months to come back. And Dom thanks the guys for the get well soon cake. And they say, we didn't buy you a cake. And then AJ Styles shows up and does the meet the parents, I'm watching you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then he had Dom the whole time with his little piece of paper. I'm injured.
Yeah, so I thought that was fun.
I like that. I like that little segment.
And then I did watch right before we came on. I did see part of the Becky segment. And
listen, you want to know what I felt when I was watching that? I felt like I was in high school, and I was just watching 3 girls bicker. Is literally what I felt.
But you know what? Becky does have a point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why did the other women get to pick their opponent?
Mm-hmm. No,
she has to fight two women, and Tiffany Stratton and Io got to pick their opponents.
Yep. It's all conspiracy, man.
I'm telling you, it's wrong.
Don't forget the big segment. Gunther talks. Goldberg shows up. He no want to talk. He push. He run away. Exciting.
Goldberg ran away.
No. Gunther ran away. Yeah, because Gunther was talking, and then Goldberg showed up in an old Camaro, and then walked in and slapped the mic out of Gunther's hands, and then Gunther pushed him. He pushed him back. He fell down. Goldberg went for a spear. Gunther ran away. And yeah, they had to make him look one last time strong before he gets annihilated tonight.
Yeah, I don't.
Listen, I'm fine with this match as long as it's like 2 minutes or less. Let Goldberg come out, hit a couple spears, and then
their entrances better be longer than the
match. And that's fine, And then Gunther can kick out, and then a few power bombs, and just put him in the sleeper and just let him pass out. He doesn't have to tap out, kick out, or tap out, get pinned, nothing like that. Just let him pass out in the middle of the ring. Sayonara, have a good retirement.
Yeah.
See you in Saudi in 3 years. Can we all know that Saudi loves Goldberg?
You didn't watch AEW this week.
I did not. I actually did. That's a lie. It was overwhelming on my TikTok feed, so I ended up watching the full Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm segment, and I loved it.
You loved it?
I loved it. I love Toni Storm. I can't stand Sasha or whatever. Mercedes?
Did you love it because you thought it was good?
I thought Toni's was good. I like Toni. She's like one of the few AEW people I like.
I loved it because it was comically bad. I loved it because it was comically bad. I'm not going to do a full AEW review this week because I just had too much on my plate. But I was going to do it, and I tried watching the show on my lunch breaks at work this week. But I had to watch this segment twice because a annoying coworker of mine decided to come in, watch over my shoulder while I was trying to, focus. Mm-hmm. So he creeped me out and then wouldn't shut the fuck up. So thanks, Bill, for that. I appreciate that. So Mercedes comes out, does her little fucking hip thrust.
Yeah, I skip everything she does, to be honest.
Yeah, so she comes out to the ring, blah, blah, blah. Champagne and stuff, says she's going to win. Toni Storm backstage comes out, and I swear to God, these women said the word bitch like 20 times.
Oh, yeah.
Said bitch 20 times, blah, blah, blah. And then Toni, I guess, she cut a decent... I don't like the gimmick.
See, I love it. I thought it was pretty sweet. Like I said, I don't watch it every week, though, so you have to keep it in mind. For me, like, that's a fresh gimmick. Like, it's something I've never seen. So for me, as a fresh, I love the old-timey thing, and I think it fits her well from... But it could be something where if you see it all the time, maybe it's, irritating or that. But as me seeing it for the first time... Well, not technically first time, but first, full segment I've actually watched with her. I liked it.
Yeah, well, she cut a Mercedes cut up, blah, 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 blah.
I can't stand
rich,
her.
You're poor. Something, I'm going to win. I'll be 7 belts or whatever. And then Toni came out, said something about, I'm not afraid of, what's your legacy worth? You'll be dead anyway. We all die.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to die a pointless death or something like that. And then Mercedes was like, well, we're not going to agree, so let's toast champagne. And at this point, they said bitch 20 times between the two of them. And they toast their champagne, and they drink it, and then Toni says, eat shit, bitch, which isn't very old-timey ladylike of her. And then she punches Mercedes and went for Mercedes' finishing move, which I'm not sure if you've seen it.
I haven't. So I was confused by it, but then the guy I was watching commented that it was her finish. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I had no idea.
All right, Mercedes finisher. All right. You remember what a gory bomb looks like, where you pick them up like Tony was picking her up, right?
Yeah.
All right. You pick them up from behind, where you're back to back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you kind of like you push up on them so they go higher than you, and then you swing. You let go of one arm, swing them around on the other arm, like you're swinging them in front of you now.
Yeah.
And then you grip them for a DDT, and then you hit a DDT.
So it's a DDT. A swinging DDT.
Yes.
If you want to call it, maybe.
It's not even swinging. It's completely convoluted, and the first time she hit it, she got laughed at because it was so comically bad.
That's funny.
And I was like, what was wrong with the backstabber you used to do? Hit the backstabber and then lock in the fucking hit a running knee or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Agreed.
But that was like the one segment I saw on AEW. I did catch a couple matches and a couple promos, but nothing to really write home about. I did notice Kyle Fletcher came out later in the show wearing what I thought were the same glasses as Mercedes was wearing out here. So I don't know if he just picked them up on the way out or if they shop at the same store. But that doesn't really matter. Alright. Got anything to say about SmackDown? Besides Jelly Roll?
Honestly, yeah, we had the Jelly Roll segment. And I didn't write any notes. I'm like really fastly looking up the match card.
Wyatt 6 won the tag belts.
Oh yes. Yeah, the Wyatt 6 won the tag belts, which I ain't gonna lie, I skipped most of the match. I just seen the ending. I seen that they tried to play heelish, which was kind of weird to have Rowan pull him out. I don't know why they should just had him win clean. I think. Or like some like weird shenanigan, other kinds of things, but whatever. But the backstage segment annoyed me afterward because I'm just fucking listening to Joey Gargano and Ciampa just annoy me. So I said Johnny.
You said Joey.
Did I say Joey? I meant Johnny.
I fuck's Joey Gargano.
I do actually like him, but I don't know. They're kind of. I don't know. I just didn't like the segment in the back. It felt weird. And now we have like Andrade and the other goober part of the tag team division now. I'm like, that makes me unexcited. But
Andrade and Goober.
Yeah, isn't it like it's one of the luchador guys.
I don't know.
But honestly, that's all I remember from. We had a tag match, because we had the intro where Solo, who, like I said, I went from when he first joined the Bloodline and didn't talk. I loved him. He became the tribal chief, the fake tribal chief, and I couldn't stand him. Well, I couldn't not stand him. I didn't like the character where they were going with it. But dude, I love him now. Like, he is becoming hilarious. But yeah, he came out basically telling Paul Heyman that there's no more Roman, no more Bloodline, no more Wise Man and that. So he ran away. And then LA Knight's like, come get me. Jimmy comes and saves him, and then they had the tag match later, which was kind of meh. Which was the main event. But yeah, that's all I remember other than the Jelly Roll segment, to be completely honest with you.
It's completely forgettable. LA Knight, if he's going to be feuding with Seth's group, he's got to get the hell off of SmackDown and get over to Raw. But
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They had the Fatal 4-Way match with Alexa Bliss, who's now with Charlotte. I like the segments with Charlotte. And actually, that was a great Fatal 4-Way match. I don't know who the NXT chick was, but it looked like a diamond cutter, Cody cutter, whatever you call it, off the top rope to two different superstars. That was pretty sweet.
Speaking of Charlotte, she did an interview this week with somebody. I don't really care. She did an interview talking about when she first came back, and do you remember the infamous segment with her and Tiffany Stratton before WrestleMania?
Yes.
Where she said Kaiser's in my DMs or whatever?
Yes. Yeah.
She pretty much said, she knows she plays a character and all that, but, sometimes the crowd just, if they're not, reacting the way you want them to, and they're just she said sort of like being cruel when they really don't need to be cruel. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's a bad guy, but you know, she said she wasn't expecting the 3 divorces line to come out, and she knows she acted immature and all that. But you know, she says sometimes it's just tough. You know, sometimes she just feels like she's not Charlotte, she's Ashley Flair. You know, or whatever her real last name is. So you know, kind of humanizes her a little bit. You know, I'm sick of seeing her, but you know, I think if she's not going to be in the main event, all the better. Because if she's not in the main event, I'd love to see what she does other than that.
Yeah, but it just gets tiring. It gets tiring of
ever since she's debuted, she's been in the world title.
As Santee says, 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, and when Charlotte Flair returns, she'll gain a championship. And well,
exactly,
that's basically how it goes. Oh, and we also forgot R-Truth beat Aleister Black. That was exciting.
That's right. I didn't see that match.
With the surprise roll-up.
It was a surprise roll-up?
It was a surprise roll-up, and then he went backstage and punched Damian Priest, kicked Damian Priest in the face.
Awesome.
We had a random Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus promo, which sucked, honestly. Like, I like Trish Stratus. I don't mind Trish Stratus, but she needs to, like, hang up the boots, in my opinion. She
had a good match last year or a couple years ago.
She did, but as a wrestler, it's not terrible, I guess, for her age. But her promo work just doesn't hit. But the one thing I like Tiffany Stratton for a lot of things, but the problem with her is like she either clicks with the person she's feuding with, or she just doesn't click. Like.
Yeah,
like last year with Charlotte, it was just bad.
Like 2 years, so.
Yeah, like last year with Charlotte, that was bad. Like that was bad. Was that this year?
That was 6 months ago, or 3 months ago, or something like that.
Okay, but still, it was bad in my opinion. But yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was this year. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really. Again, this is another feud that just came out of nowhere because like she randomly invited her back, and now they're randomly having a match at Evolution just to have a match at a pay-per-view, which I haven't done the preview for yet because I just don't care about it. But I will get one together, or if we have time, we'll do it together. But yeah.
If you can't get around to it, I'll just review it.
Yeah.
As like a standalone review and.
Yeah, it's just, to me, there's no excitement surrounding it. Like, the only legends there's gonna be is technically Trish and Nikki. Like, unless someone returns, and no, she's not returning for anyone out there. But yeah, I don't really have any desire to watch it. The only good part is gonna be if they let Alexa and Charlotte win the tag titles. I think that could be an interesting, fun little storyline. And I think that's what they're going to go with.
I don't think that's happening. I think the Judgment Day keeps it because that puts more. Because then you get Roxanne and Raquel being like reluctant friends, and then they actually become friends. And when Liv comes back, she gets jealous, you know.
Yeah, and then 9 months later, Roxanne gets hurt, and then a girl takes over in a Judgment Day and gets with Dirty Dom. 4 or 5 women deep at this point.
Yeah, but.
It's just an infinite loop.
Hate the game.
It's an infinite loop of just Dirty Dom with a new woman.
I'm still when his dad finally retires. I'm telling you, it's gonna be. He's growing that mullet for something. So I think Ray's getting ready to retire in the next couple years, and they're gonna do a mask versus hair match.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Ray's gonna win so they can shave Dom's head, and after they shave his head, like. They'll do like a reunion thing and
give him the mask.
Give him the mask, yeah.
I think that'd be cool. Like, right? I don't know how I would really feel about him with a mask because I don't know.
Well, I know they trademarked the name Prince Mysterio like a couple years back, so.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Eddie would be proud of his son. That's all I know.
Yeah. But we covered the shows, so
that was quick and painless and easy because there was nothing to cover.
Well, we're gonna have some fun with this because I'm sure you may have heard about this by now. But have you heard what the internet is crying about now with
With Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
Yes, and for the 7,000th time, I don't care. Let him say what he wants to say. Let me say what I want to say. Let you say what you want to say. It's a word. Move on.
And it's not like he called somebody it or said go home.
Listen,
go back.
I'm just tired of the world we live in. I'm tired of sensitive people.
He made a song, blah blah blah. But have you heard? This came out like a day or two after. Did you hear about Tiffany Stratton?
I heard about her. Her was something like, but I was like 2 months ago when I heard about her.
Okay, so I'm not 100% on it, but some of the wrestling groups I'm in were talking about it. So I had to look up in the comments section, which who knows if this is accurate information or not.
Right. I think it was like an Instagram post, right, or a Twitter post or something like that.
Maybe. I've heard two different things. I've heard she called somebody boy.
That's not what I heard.
Oh, it's that. So this is completely different from what you heard then. All right. So apparently she was talking to somebody. It might have been on Instagram or Twitter or something, but she responded to somebody and said, "Back off, boy," or, maybe I'll look it up and we can edit it in. But I'm gonna keep talking. So she referred to somebody as boy. Like, I'm assuming you're not a man, you're a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the internet took that to mean, well, the guy she said that to is black, so she's calling him boy as in a slave driver, So she got in trouble for that, and then another thing I saw was, when you walk down to the ring and you're high-fiving kids or whatever?
Yes.
Alright, well, it was either that or like a fan thing. Anyway, she was high-fiving kids, and there was like 3 kids, and she high-fived the 2 white ones and missed the black one by accident, so she's clearly a racist.
Goodness. That's just... Yeah, like I said, this world is just way too soft, way too sensitive. I'm just beyond over any of this crap. Like, just saying, just like grow the hell up, people. I don't know, crazy idea. It all starts with participation trophies, and here we are.
Okay, according to Google AI, alright, calling a fan boy. During a SmackDown exit, Stratton was heckled by fans, and she responded by telling a black fan, "Watch your mouth, boy."
Was he a boy?
I don't know.
Like, if you call a boy, then how's that?
Well, it's 2025. There's no such thing as a boy or a girl anymore.
Listen, on this YouTube channel, there's 2 genders. There's a male and there's a female. Don't at me.
So anyway, that's pretty much it, other than the Jacob Fatu news, which... Oh, I heard the song's a banger, so...
Listen, anything Jacob Fatu is a banger. Like, Jacob Fatu is a beast. I love our boy Fatu. Granted, I did see some random news talking about, the Samoans, all 72 of them. Did you hear that they're trying to change Roman's name when he comes back to OTC 1 instead of OTC?
No, I did not see that.
Because he's the original tribal chief first one or something. They trademarked it. It's weird. Just for them to try and sell more merchandise. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like someone's creating a new YouTube channel and they can't use the same name. So instead of the OTC, now they're the OTC 1.
I'm sick of all this Samoan family heritage crap. It was cool for the first 2 years, but we're 5 years deep at this point.
Listen, once he dropped that title, once he dropped it and he went away, that was fine. And guess what? If Roman wants to reboot it one day, that's fine. But I'm sorry, but like this whole like, especially the Bosos they have in there, I'm like, I don't care about any of these people anymore. I care about Solo. And Jacob's not a Bloodline member no more. But I care about Solo. I care about Jacob, Jimmy J, Roman, Sammy Uso, and Jimmy J. I don't care. I don't care about the I don't know what I'm doing. I just spam random noises guy. I don't care about look like not Lanky, whatever his name was, the one I told you about last week, which actually randomly
Shanky?
Yeah, Shanky. I don't know if you looked him up or not, but dude, he looks just like Shanky. That's all I can think of when I see him.
I don't know. I want to see. I've heard Hikuleo's good. I didn't like Tamatonga or
Tongaloa.
Is it?
Yeah, Tamatonga and Tongaloa is the two brothers. I don't like either of them.
I didn't like them when I saw him in New Japan. I mean, Tamatonga kind of grew on me when he came to WWE, but he hasn't really been around much, so I can't really...
Well, I know the one got hurt. Well, they both got hurt, but one got hurt for a while. One got hurt for a lot longer, I think.
Yeah, Tonga, the one that just came back, got hurt in War Games last year, and then Tama got hurt in like January or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm over the returning Samoans. I'm sorry, but it's been played out enough, and now we have So especially after the Bloodline Civil War, I could see having a second one, to do that storyline, whatever. But yeah, just leave it be.
Yeah, I told you this is probably leading to War Games, and that'll make 3 years in a row that War Games has featured the Samoans. And you know what?
just call it the Samoan Games.
I'm sick of War Games too.
Listen, War Games is another thing like Hell in a Cell that it shouldn't be a pay-per-view. It should be a gimmick, not a pay-per-view.
Exactly. That's what it used to be back when it was first. They ran stuff differently back in the 80s when they first started doing it.
Yeah, when Dusty actually created it.
Yeah, they would have a tour, but it wasn't televised, so you had to go live to see it. And they would run 10 of them or 20 of them in a row, but you didn't see it all the time because you had to go to the show.
Right.
And then they started televising it, and it was when we needed it. And then
yeah, there's certain matches that should just be stipulations. Like I said, Hell in a Cell stipulation, War Games stipulation. Yeah.
Another thing with War Games, put the fucking roof back on the cage.
See, I've never seen it with a roof, so.
Yeah,
you mean the old days when they had the 2 stories where they had to climb up? That wasn't War Games though. What I forget what that was called. The one where there was it was kind of like a
triple cage.
Yeah,
it was the triple cage.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
I'll have to break if we ever do.
Yeah, but then they can't do it.
I will have to break that down for you.
But then they can't do the swanton. They can't do flips off the top of it. Then though.
Hey,
I love those spots.
You know what? Good.
No, not good.
You know what?
Excitement.
Yes, good. Let me put it this way. All right. It looks cool when you first see it. All right. What's gonna sell me that this match is more dangerous? The fact that you can't go up top and do your flippy dippy do shit, so you have to fucking beat the fuck out of the guy in front of you, or you climbing up and watching Io climb to the top of the cage like she does every year.
Okay. I'm over a trash can spot. I'll give you that. That's over. That's done. That's old.
All right.
It's all with the selling too, because I miss the old days, even just a little steel cage match. So you'd have guys like Jeff Hardy in there that made it just so cool when they'd go off the top, and it was But yeah, I do agree. Everything gets overdone because every year it has every men's, every women's does have to have the spot. That's another the problem is everything just gets overdone. Things need to be used in just kicking out of finishers, like we talked about last week.
Yep.
A finisher isn't a finisher no more. Because I seen that was another thing on the internet is who was complaining about there should only be one guy with a spear. Was it Goldberg? It was Goldberg.
It might have been Goldberg.
Yeah, he came right out and he's like not a single he's there's only one wrestler in the WWE that should have the spear. And he's that's Braun.
You know what?
That's it. And I agree. I can't agree more.
With him.
I can't agree more.
You know what? Kevin Owens. When Kevin Owens does the stunner, he asked for permission from Stone Cold to use the stunner.
Yep, exactly.
And you know what Stone Cold said when, after he started using it? He's like, would you win with the goddamn thing for once or twice?
Mm-hmm. A finisher is meant to be a finisher. They're meant to be protected. That's the whole point.
Heck, I want to see a match end with a signature move, not a finishing move.
Wait, you want to see a Blue Thunder Bomb actually work?
Yes, I want to see a win with a Blue Thunder Bomb. I want to see, fucking Randy Orton's not going to win with a neck breaker.
Yeah, he'll never win with a neck breaker, no.
Have Cody win with a disaster kick where they're caught him right on the button.
Or a Cody cutter. Win with a Cody cutter once in a while. No, I can't agree more, you know? Yeah, I can't agree more. Like I said, especially when you're fighting someone that's already hurt, they're lesser than, like, I'm sorry, but if you're fighting like Tozawa or something, you shouldn't have to hit your finisher. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, but bro, this is, if pretend we're on a video game, man, like you know, Cody Rhodes is a 99 and, you know, Tozawa's like a 57. It should take like one Cody cutter and he should be down.
We should not
listen.
We should not be prepared to sit for 20 minutes.
Like, listen, if you go back to, like, you know, the WrestleMania with Edge and Undertaker, which was I forget what number that was, but when Vicky was involved 24. And everything like that, like when you seen a kick out back then, like, you weren't expecting it, and like it was like,
yes,
it's like, how the hell did he kick out of that? Now it's like I can sit there watching, you know, anyone's match. Just use Roman Cody. Guess what? The first time we seen Roman spear Cody, guess what? There's not a single person under the sun that thought there was going to be a pin. It's like 7, and it's like you're not even ready for the pin at that point. You're like, again? Yeah, we're going to watch it. Yeah. Sammy just got hit with a third spear. Oh, he's hulking up again. Yep. One haluva kick, though. Yeah, one haluva kick after he just got speared 3 times, and he's going to win. Yeah.
Exactly. We should not be prepared.
No.
Like, we should not be able to be like, you know what? I'm going to go up and I'm going to get some chips, I'm going to go pee, and I'm going to get a drink. And guess what? This match is still going to be going on because I know this match isn't going to end until Cody hits at least 3 crossroads. And at that point, why is your finishing move still crossroads if it's not finishing?
Yeah, apparently you need something new. Yeah, like I said, especially and it's bad enough. Like I said, when it's done correctly, and you have it happen you have it happen at a WrestleMania in a big feud, you have a kick out. Like I said, that's massive. And yeah, okay, you put 2 like super legends together. Like, say when the Cena and Rock fought, you want to have them kick out at 2. That's fine. That's like a once in a lifetime legend versus legend. But like, we have Monday Night Raws where people kick out of finishers. Like Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, people kick out of finishers. Like, you're kidding me. Like, I don't get it. And we also have people that disrespect like super kicks and stuff nowadays, which makes me upset.
Oh, everybody does. Just like everybody dives to the outside.
Yes.
Remember when dives to the outside used to be cool?
Mm-hmm. Now it cannot be an officially sanctioned WWE match without at least one.
Do you know why Samoa Joe was cool in 2005 and 6? Because he was the only guy over 250 pounds flying out of the ring.
Mm-hmm. I miss Prime Samoa Joe. Like I said, I do want to do some TNA watch backs. Like I said, that'll have to be on Patreon so we can actually like do it once we start getting some people to watch us. But yeah.
Yeah, well, we
I said,
old reviews like we do here.
Yeah, true story. But like, old old WCW, old TNA,
I'll tell you what, into that older style stuff, I'll have a bunch of trivia to add throughout because I used to be a big ass nerd and learn all this crap. So.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than that, I think we're good. Unless you got anything else to add.
Not really. Just
do you want me to do my predictions for Saturday night's main event?
Yeah. Let's see what you got, and then I'll toss in mine that I already have, but I'll just toss in my answers once you finish.
All right. Read the card if you have it pulled up, because I don't have it pulled up.
Give me.
I know one.
There's only 4 matches tonight, so I'll just do it in my head. All right. So first off, we'll go with Randall Keith Orton. and with Jelly Roll in his corner, taking on Drew McIntyre. And I'm assuming there's going to be some form of Logan Paul interference. I don't think he's coming out with Drew, but I feel like he's going to be interfering at some point.
Go with Drew, because Randy Orton, he can... neither guy can afford to lose, but Drew just came back, so I'm going with Drew.
That's exactly what I went with, because my theory on that is, again, Drew McIntyre just came back, and I think Randy Orton needs to lose to turn heel. And
if you're telling me that Jelly Roll might be wrestling at SummerSlam, then his side has to lose because he has to get his revenge at SummerSlam. And God, I'm gonna vomit just thinking about it.
I love it. And then let's see here, what else we have? We have the megastar LA Knight taking on Seth freaking Rollins. Just a normal match.
The briefcase isn't on the line.
No briefcase is on the line, no.
Let's go LA Knight wins by DQ.
Ooh, DQ. So you think
DQ, and then if Seth does not cash in tonight, I think LA Knight challenges him for the briefcase and wins it at SummerSlam.
Ooh, that's a bold take. I do as well. I do as well have LA Knight winning because, again, this is like the well, actually, no, I did change my mind last minute. I did actually go Seth Rollins because I just think they had to keep that faction looking strong. But I do like your take of the DQ, which is actually probably going to be more accurate to what happens. Because I think LA Knight can eat a pin here once in a while because he's just so over. But the problem is I don't think we're ever going to push him to a world title, which is upsetting. But that would be cool if you could get the case. I don't think, like I said, I don't think they'll do that, but that would be very interesting of an angle. And then before our main event, we have your favorite Samoans. You have Solo Sikoa taking on Jimmy Uso. Yes, that's not Jay. Jimmy for a title, for the U.S. title.
Solo, no doubt.
No faith in Big Bro? Big Jim?
Jimmy's not winning. Jimmy's not winning.
Bro's a placeholder. They're like, I honestly feel bad for him because like him being out and then like just randomly giving Jay a couple of matches. Now Jay's just like, you know, former world champion, yada yada yada, and Big Jim's over here trying to be like, I can yeet too, you know, no yeet.
Yeah,
and,
no yeet, yeah.
Yeah, he has no yeeting chance in hell of winning that championship. But I don't know if they're gonna have Jacob come. Like I said, I'm assuming Jacobs versus Solo's happening at SummerSlam. So I don't know. I'm assuming probably Solo's gonna win tonight, and then they're gonna beat him down, and then Fatu's gonna come out. Is what I'd guess. But
yeah, probably. If Jimmy wins, it's gonna be by DQ. But if I'm right about the first match, they're not gonna have 2 DQs.
Nah. But this is TKO WWE.
Yeah.
And then for our main event, we're all so excited. We have Gunther taking on Bill Goldberg.
What about AJ versus?
That is not confirmed on the card. There's only 4. I thought I was on the card too, but I did not. When I looked up the card, it's not there, so I don't know if Dom didn't get to come back in time or they readjusted it for SummerSlam.
Oh well. Whatever.
So like I said, this is a very short match card. So this is why I'm worried. I'll let you get to your prediction, but if we're having a 2-hour show and we have 4 matches, and one of them is Bill Goldberg versus Gunther, which should please be at the very worst case scenario, including intros, be less than 10 minutes. And that's saying the intros are like 7 minutes. Like,
it's a 2-hour show, but you have commercials in between.
There is commercials, but I mean, Friday Night SmackDown has commercials, and that's again, it's a PL. I don't know what you classify.
They only had 5 matches on SmackDown, didn't they?
Maybe they did. I don't know. I'm used to 3-hour shows now, so yeah, it might be normal. But still, like I said, the Bill Goldberg one, that should be quick. Like honestly, I think I think the Seth Rollins one. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton's going to be a long slobber knocker, I think, honestly.
Yeah, because they got a bunch to play around with.
I think that's going to be I think that's going to be the match of the night.
The fact that we have 3 matches where there's going to be outside interference, no doubt about it, is kind of ridiculous.
And that's
3 out of 4 matches.
Well, and don't forget there might be interference in this one too. Seth Rollins might come out and play some mind games. So we could have 4 matches and 4 interferences in the same night.
And you know what?
Didn't Vince McMahon leave the WWE? Is it? I feel like we're still watching it.
I'm gonna go. If I'm sticking with my LA Knight prediction, then Gunther wins because the only other option is Goldberg winning and then Seth cashing in right away. So I'm gonna go with Gunther winning because if Goldberg wins, what the hell are we even doing here?
Yeah, like I said, I still strongly believe that this should have been a career-threatening match. Title versus career.
Career, yeah.
And I think that would be given more chance that Bill could win because in theory, you could be like, well, you know what, they're gonna let him win because they'll have him come back for another match, or there could be the chance that right now it's like he's retiring, so it's like they're not gonna put a championship by a guy who's literally never gonna wrestle again. Like,
I could have fucking booked this way better. They knew it was coming. So all you have to do is they knew that this Atlanta show was coming.
Mm-hmm.
So they should have, January, just have Goldberg come out on whatever day Raw debuted on Netflix.
Yeah, January 1st.
Say 6th, I think.
Or, yeah, it might have been the 6th, actually, yeah.
Just have Goldberg say, I'm training for my last match. My last match will be in Atlanta at Saturday night's main event.
Right.
And they're like, all right, cool. And then throughout the months, once a month, show a vignette of him training or doing interviews, and I'm psyched, right?
Yeah.
And then have the match leading up, and then Gunther's like, I want to beat you. I want to be the guy to retire you.
Mm.
And then him lose the same way he did to Jay, right? So then they're just fighting for pride at that point. But then have Gunther win the belt back, and then they do an interview with Goldberg and saying, well, now my last match is for the world title.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to go out on top,
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, if you
just made us a bunch of goddamn money.
Yeah, if you were gonna announce it early that he was retiring, that would be the way to do it. Or like I said, you could just straight up been make it seem like he's gonna continue to be around the WWE, try and plant some seeds about some potential matches, so that way it makes it feel like it. But yeah, there's so many other ways, but instead they just preemptively just ripped it off Jey Uso. They're a guy who they're supposed to be pushing on just a random Monday Night Raw, and then it's just because, oh hey, we need the title on the line for this match. It's it's kind of.
I think this, like I said, one of two ways: Gunther wins straight up, or Goldberg wins miraculously. He uses his oxygen tank or whatever and sprays it in Gunther's face and pins him, right?
Right.
And then Seth's music hits, but then Braun ends up hitting a super spear on Goldberg, and then Seth cashes in and wins the belt.
Yeah, I really think that Seth is going to attempt to cash, but I feel like either A, we're going to have a return of our tribal chief, or B, LA Knight or some random thing will come out and stop him, or we're going to have I know what's going to happen. Penta's going to come out again, and he's going to Penta walk all the way down to the ring while Seth is yelling at the official to cash in. Dude, I actually like Penta. I ain't gonna lie, but
I love Penta. But that was just.
But that was one of those. It's like he acted like a rookie right there. I'm like, come on, bro.
That was almost as bad as your boy Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
Have you seen that from AEW?
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
Fucking Matt's getting his ass beat.
He's just up there, just dancing away.
And Jeff's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come out," and he starts dancing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude.
I remember seeing. I'm like, I love you, Jeff, but like, that is your brother. And but yeah, either way, I think it's gonna be a very uninteresting show tonight. I think there'll be good matches, but I think the outcomes are gonna be unexciting.
Yeah, I don't.
Cause Solo versus Jimmy, I think is gonna be the worst match of the night because Jimmy is gonna sit there and just keep getting beat up. Then he's gonna go for a bunch of super kicks, and then he's gonna get spiked. Like I said, Orton McIntyre, I think he's gonna steal the show until it gets ruined by Logan Paul and Jelly Roll, and then Seth Rollins, LA Knight. I think that's gonna be a banger.
I'm just gonna say this now. We put more thought into this than we're gonna remember from it next week. So
yes, absolutely.
So other than Goldberg's last match, this show's pretty much, well, yeah.
It's Monday Night Raw version 2.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up here. Unless you have anything else to add.
No, I think that's about it for the world of wrestling up until this point in the week.
All right. Well, do you have anything to plug? Another channel or anything?
No. We'll keep it plain for right now for me anyway.
All right. Well, so I guess we're cutting it short or cutting it long. This is longer than our last episode.
Yeah. We're at an hour and 1 now, so minus the cut in and cut out will probably be basically an hour. So.
Oh, same time. Sweet. All right. Well, until next time, be well, stay safe.
Peace out.